The Persians cannot be dismissed so easily. For 250 years they ruled the largest empire the world had ever seen. It had humble beginnings, among the nomadic tribes who lived on the Persian plains. In 550 BC, Cyrus, a tribal leader, set off with his army on a campaign of conquest. With his charisma and what the Greeks called the fear he inspired and the terror he struck in all men, Cyrus took control of more and more territory. In just 30 years, he laid the foundations of an empire that would stretch from the borders of India in the east, to Greece on the Mediterranean, down to Egypt and Ethiopia, and up to what is now Russia. More than 30 different peoples were brought together under the rule of the man who called himself the King of the World. And at the heart of this empire stood Persepolis, the greatest of all Persian cities, and the key to understanding the achievements of the ancient Persians. Persepolis was begun around 515 BC by Darius the Great, the fourth king in the Persian dynasty known as the Achaemenids. But much of what we can see today lay hidden under the sands for 2,000 years. It was only in the 1930s that many of the wonders of Persepolis were finally uncovered. Whole staircases adorned with perfectly preserved reliefs were seen for the very first time.
No one dreamed of the regal splendors which their excavation would reveal to the world. For more than 22 centuries, the capital of the Persian Empire lay neglected.
As well as the reliefs, archaeologists found some less spectacular artifacts that would prove vital in uncovering the secrets of the ancient Persians. 30,000 fragments of these tiny clay tablets were found among the rubble of Persepolis. They provide one of the few sources of information about the workings of the empire, written by the Persians themselves. The marks on the tablets are the ancient Persian script known as Cuneiform. For decades, we have seen only the stone pillars and walls, but now we can recreate the halls and palaces of Persepolis in all their dazzling splendor. As we do so, we can see why Persepolis was once known as the richest city under the sun. Access to the complex was through the Gate of All Nations. Human-headed bulls announced to visitors they were entering the heart of royal Persian power. It was covered with a cedar wood roof, its doors adorned with gold fittings. At the heart of the complex was the Apadana, where King Darius received his subjects. Today, only 10 of the original columns still stand. In antiquity, 36 columns, 20 meters high, held up another massive cedar wood ceiling. The walls were covered in sumptuous hangings. This enormous hall could accommodate 10,000 people.